Hello and good morning everyone. I'm your teacher Mr. Zack and we meet again. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn about Year 5 Civic 2 for February, and the title is Responsibility. Okay, so before we begin our lesson for today, I want you to watch the video. Please watch the video. Okay, so you have watched the video. Now, what is responsibility? Before we talk about the video, let's learn what is responsibility. So, the meaning of responsibility is being accountable for your action or choices. Okay, so you can see the red color words, the meaning is in red, and choices, the meaning is in black. Okay, so why we must always be responsible? Okay, because we have choices in life. These are choices, and there's always consequences to our choices. Whatever we choose, whether it's good one or the bad choice, whatever we choose will always result in consequences. Good choice will result in good consequences, and bad choice result in bad consequences. Okay, next one. For example, let me show you the good choice and bad choice. If you are an accountant, okay, accountant here is the people who work in the bank. Their job is to put the money in and out of the bank account. What would happen if you didn't do your job for one day? Many people won't be able to take money out of their account. Why? Your job is to put the money in. If you don't do your job, then other people cannot take out their money. They cannot buy food. They cannot pay bills. So your choice to be lazy will put other people in difficulties. Then what happened to you? You will be fired. You don't have a job. Then you don't have money. So see, as a result of one choice, it leads to many other consequences. You made a bad choice, you get the bad consequences. Next one. Imagine if you as a student, you don't want to do your homework, you're lazy. You say, yeah, I don't want to do my homework. It's holiday, I will just do my homework later in school. I don't want to do homework, I better play game. I don't want to do homework, I don't understand. If you don't understand, ask. So what do you think will happen if you don't do your homework? To you, to your teacher, and to other people. So this one is your first exercise for today. I want you to think, if you choose not to do homework, what will happen? Number one, to you. You answer like this: if I don't do my homework, I will. What happened to you? Okay, the next one. If I don't do my homework, my teacher will. What happened to teacher? And lastly, if I don't do homework, other people will. What happened to them? Okay, other people here refers to your parents, your family, or your friends. Okay. So in the movie that in the video that you have watched just now, can you name the choices and consequences that happens in the video? Okay, here are some of them. Choices. Number one, we have the girl. She chose to build a plan. If she didn't choose to build a plan, she won't be there in the in the hills. Second one, the girl chose to help the little boy, the small boy. And then the last one, the boy, he have a choice there whether to give up or not. So there are three choices, which leads to three consequences. These are the consequences. Number one, if the girl didn't help the boy, then the boy wouldn't be able to go back to his family, to all the plans together. And then if the girl didn't build the aeroplane, she won't be able to use the the blueprint. The blueprint is the blue paper to help the little boy to fly the aeroplane. And then lastly, if the girl didn't help the little boy, if the little boy give up, he didn't want to continue doing, then he won't be able to go back to his family over there in the sky and light the star. So there's always consequences to our action, to our choice. Okay, in life we will be facing with many choices, some good and some bad one. So that's why whatever choice we make in life will determine our future. Okay, so now we are going to talk your responsibility as a student. There are three. Number one, always be on time. It's your responsibility as a student to always be on time, whether going to the school, always be on time, always be on time to go back to your class, always be on time to do your homework. Okay, the second one, your responsibility to do your homework. Why? Okay, why we must always do our homework? Because there are benefits. Number one, homework, it will make us remember what we have learned better. For example, I'm teaching about Civic, so I'm giving you work. The work I give you is to help you to remember what we learned today better. That's the first thing. The second one, whenever you do your homework, whether you're writing or typing, you will use your hand, your fingers, your eyes and your brain. So this will help to train your reflex, your psychomotor skill. So it will help you develop better. It uses the brain, the hand and all of that. So the third one, doing homework will also give you practice. When you practice, you become better. Practice makes perfect. And then the last one, our focus on today. It is our responsibility, not just as a student, as human, to make good choices. There are good choice and there's always bad choice in life. So we must always choose the good choice. Okay, next one, I want you to choose one picture from these 5 pictures here. This will be your choice. You are going to choose the picture. Okay, number one, a student, you do your homework. Second one, sleeping in the classroom. Number 3, finishing your homework before playing. See there, the boy want to play games, the boy want to play with his toys, and the girl want to play basketball, but they finish their homework first. Okay, next one, asking questions. If you don't understand in class, you choose to ask question. And then lastly, talking to your friends, saying hi to other people. Especially when you are in school, maybe you just transfer to get to know your friend, saying hi. Okay, so from these 5 picture, I want you to choose one picture, and then after you choose the picture, I want you to think, what is the consequences of your choice, the picture you choose. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, this is my choice, so you cannot choose this picture. Okay, sleeping in the class. When you choose to sleep in the class, you won't be able to finish your work. So what will happen is you have to do your extra work later, while your friends, when they finish their work, they can relax, they can play game, but you have to do more works. Okay, next one. So what is your choice between the 4 pictures? The other 4 pictures, choose one and tell me what is the consequences of the action in the picture. Okay, so this is your second work for today. The first one just now is the one with the as a student, if you choose not to do the homework. Now I want you to watch the last video for today, and we will do a choice and consequences exercise. Okay, now let us watch the video together.
What happened, my dear? You look upset.
You know, Grandma, I've been assigned to a painting project in my school. I was asked to create a picture with nature's theme, but there is no green color left on my color palette. I have used it all. I don't understand what to do. Can you please help me out?
Haha, my dear, you're so worried about this little thing. There is always some or other way to everything. I'm telling you a story. Listen carefully. It may help you find solution to your problem. Hundreds of years ago, somewhere in Italy, a small businessman owed a large sum of money to a moneylender. The moneylender was a very old and ugly man and wanted to marry the businessman's young, charming daughter, Michelle. The moneylender offered the businessman a deal that all his debt would be completely wiped out if he could marry the businessman's daughter. This proposal was accepted by the businessman with a feeling of revulsion. But Michelle did not want to marry the moneylender and denied to do so. When the moneylender got to know this, he gave a choice to the businessman's daughter, that she would have to pick a pebble from a bag with 2 pebbles inside. And if she would pick the black pebble, the debt would be wiped out completely, but the moneylender would marry her. But if she would pick the white pebble, the debt would be wiped out and the daughter wouldn't have to marry him. The moneylender picked up 2 pebbles from the businessman's garden. While picking up pebbles, Michelle noticed that he picked up 2 black pebbles and placed them into the bag. He then asked the daughter to pick one. The daughter naturally had 3 choices as to what she could have done. First, either to refuse to pick a pebble from the bag. Second, to take both pebbles out of the bag and expose the moneylender for cheating. Or third, to draw out a pebble from the bag and sacrifice herself for her father's freedom. She finally picked a pebble from the bag, and before anyone could see what she picked, she deliberately dropped it into the midst of other pebbles and said to the moneylender, "Oh, it slipped from my hand unknowingly. Never mind, if you look into the bag for the one that is left, you will be able to tell which pebble I picked." The moneylender was sure about the pebble left in the bag was obviously black, and as he didn't want to get exposed, he had to play along as if the pebble the daughter dropped was white. So the moneylender was forced to clear her father's debt. Remember, don't limit yourself to the only options you think you have. Sometimes you have to think out of the box too.
Thanks, Grandma. Instead of thinking about the already finished color, I should start mixing yellow and blue to create the green color.
That's my boy.
Okay, so you have watched the story. Now, what choices did you find in the story? How many choices? And what are the consequences of the choices? Like what we do in the first video, I want you to list down at least 2 choices that happens in the story, and who are making the choices, and what are the consequences of the choices. So this is your 3rd exercise for today. It's all for today. Make sure to do all your homework. Choose the better choice. Choose to become a better student. Okay, so that's all for today. See you in the next video. Bye.